So yesterday this showed up on my doorstep. This is the rewards for the Sword and Wizardry Complete Box Set. I'm just doing a quick look at the contents for some people who had asked to see some. This started, the Kickstarter launched early last year, I think. January 2020, something like that. There's the back, sides, front cover there. The box is a nice construction, nice and heavy, thick, solid. Around the rim here of the box, nice illustrations. This was I think there's the regular set. There is a collector's edition that has kind of more of the wood grain callback. And this is the complete version of Swords and Wizardry, which I understand is going forward is just going to be the version of Swords and Wizardry. The box set came with dice, as well as a number of booklets, kind of a thank you letter from Matt Finch, some character sheets, and then there's a player's book, spells and magic, monsters, referee book. These are all like 8.5 by 5.5 digest size, like the 3 little brown books originally were. They are perfect bound, so I believe they were supposed to be, or there's some talk of them being stapled initially, but I prefer the perfect myself. The pages and the paper quality are kind of a gloss. Kind of see there. It's nice, easy to read typeface. None of the rules, as I understand it, changed. So there was no actual rule changes from like the Swords and Wizardry Complete that you may know with the Errol Otis cover or the other edition. There's new artwork though. Very nice looking. I haven't gone through each of these books in depth yet. And I'm not going to go into Swords and Wizardry as a set or anything. I'm just going to kind of look at the contents of the book. Book for spells and magic. Like that. And let's see there's a table of contents, which is nice. Spell descriptions are alphabetical. The spell lists, see in the front here, give them by level. So you have them by level to reference, but then they go alphabetical, which is kind of what I prefer anyway. So it's easy to kind of look up a spell on the spot. For players, I suppose some players prefer to have it by level so they can find something quick, but for a referee, it's my personal preference is it's easier just to look at the spell listing. A really nice monster book. And all these covers are done by the art here is Michael Sirigos, and I apologize, Michael, if I'm butchering your name there. But it's a nice little short little book. These are all kind of like 60 pages-ish in length. The referee book looks great. So again, if you're familiar with Swords and Wizardry at all, a lot of these tables and some of the kind of formatting are going to look the same here. Magic items in the back. I also was an early backer and I got the extras pack. So this came with it as well. I'll wait to hang on to that. And the accessory pack, I don't know what the availability will be for those people who are not backers. It came separately as a bookmark. I think that was one of the extras. So there's a slip cut cover here just for that. There is a new adventure by Matt Finch, Baron's Gambit, which is nice. It kind of ties into the town of Cat's Cradle, as well as just kind of gives a new village Gambit to kind of like base the PCs. I won't go into too much detail on that. Base the PCs to start a campaign with. So it's a nice little kind of starter. There's more monsters. It gives you, which was another extra book, I think, add-on, which was nice. And then there's a new GM screen, which is very cool. Kind of 4-panel accordion style here. And I don't know if that's showing up very well. On the back here, we've got the 2 hit tables for combat, which is probably most likely what you're going to need for most point anyway. So it's a smallish screen, but it's nice. It's compact. It fits in the book. So yeah, that's that. Again, I don't know if these will be available afterwards. I believe the idea is that the box will be available after backers get their other stuff, So that's something that we'll have to kind of see. But this might be going forward, the formatting of these books, which would be kind of cool. And as you can kind of see, the book is pretty. The box is pretty deep. So if there are additional adventures published in this kind of digest size format, they should be able to fit in the box pretty easily. The other Swords and Wizardry stuff I have is it's either like the core book here, which is like the letter size, and the 6x9 white box version. This is Complete. I never actually owned Complete by itself. I have a PDF. My games are generally more white box style anyway, but this is really beautiful box here. And that's it.